The following presentation is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences.
Every time a woman decides to sleep with a man, she goes through the same four-step process. And if you know this simple four-step process, you can take any woman you want through it without her even knowing. And she'll become intimate with you within a matter of minutes. It's really out of her control. It's scary to some people, to think that there's a technique that any guy could do that would create attraction in a woman's subconscious. People wondered a lot, what is it? Is it real? And if it is it actually legal? Well, it's technically legal because no one has any proof that you're using it in the first place. But when word got out that I was teaching it to average guys around the world, I started seeing some serious heat from the press anyway. I got a call from NBC to come on the Today Show. I had a top-rated show on current TV revolving around me and my strange but effective techniques. I've been mentioned on dozens of newspapers, online magazines, and all that stuff. And I landed a top-rated satellite radio show on Sirius XM. But you have to remember this. I'm just a reformed little wuss with women who was just too tired of being walked all over to take it anymore. I wanted to have the women I knew I deserved, just like I'm sure you do. I didn't want to settle for the ones I knew I could easily get, just like you don't want to settle either. My name is Joshue Policer, and I'm the creator of the Tao of Badass. This is another way of saying the way of the badass. I've heard a lot of guys call it the stealth seduction system because it's completely under the radar. But it's more like a step-by-step attraction blueprint that shows an average guy exactly what this four-step process is and how to use it. This is the very first step-by-step guide that uses a proven method for attracting any woman, even the first time you use it, without changing who you are, memorizing stupid lines, or creeping women out. Even if you're over the age of 50 and you want to date younger women, if you're balding, if you're overweight and lazy, you are not rich, and you're deathly afraid of approaching women. And especially if you've tried everything you could think of and you're still not seeing the results you really want. There's nothing simpler, easier to use, and more effective than the Tao system. Now, I've revealed some pretty controversial secrets in this webinar. Secrets that, frankly, I could get into a lot of trouble for revealing. You now know that looking at a woman's mouth at the right time will make her uncontrollably daydream about sleeping with you. You learn that facing a woman directly when you first meet her will completely and instantly turn her off. You learn that just by saying one sentence, you can make any woman compete for your attention and chase after you. And you found out that women actually don't want money, big muscles, or a full head of hair or good looks. You now know, and this is what would get me in a lot of trouble, that women are actually attracted to pre-selection. And that you can follow a few simple steps to use pre-selection to turn on any woman you want. I also revealed the secret behind a woman's filter mechanism and that you can bypass it and stay under the radar while you're doing it. Now, you can take this information that I've taught you here today and it will work. Or you can do what many guys do and get a head start by learning the full set of sexual triggers that most men will never know. Sexual triggers designed to keep her interested in you. Sexual triggers designed to make her become addicted to you. Some triggers that will guarantee that she'll fall in love with you. And some that will make you so confident around hot women that they'll be competing with each other for you the moment they see you. And each trigger comes with simple step-by-step instructions to make sure you get it right every time. If you're one of those guys that wants to learn this stuff over time, then go ahead and close this video now, because the next secret I'm going to reveal is only for guys who want my quick start version. Yeah, you might be a little impatient, but you know what you want, and you don't want to waste your time with unnecessary trial and error. If that sounds like you, then you're going to want to know about my ultimate badass solution. You cannot find the solution anywhere else, mostly because no one knows the secrets to bypass her logical brain that I do. It's not some complicated 100-step process. It's not a recycled version of something you've heard of before. It's brand new, and I'm revealing it right now for the first time. It's been secretly tested by thousands of guys who are in my inner circle, and I'm ready to open up this test to a few new guys who are ready to use these techniques to attract some sexy young women. But I'm only interested in revealing my full system to a specific kind of guy. So if you're already really good with women and you don't want to know exactly how to seduce and attract every hot chick you meet, then close this video now and do not continue watching. I'm not here to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, man. I want to empower guys like me. Let me just tell you about a fraction of what's in the Tao system. The self-fulfilling prophecy qualifier. This is an under-the-radar phrase that I say word for word that will instantly transform any woman into my private sex slave and compel her to follow me around like a puppy dog without having to even think about competing with other dudes for her attention. I got an email from Benjamin D from this. He said, this technique has been magic, and I've realized I much prefer to be chased than the other way around. Yeah, no crap. The makeout technique. This one I hesitated to share at first because this was my bread and butter for a while. But with this technique, I can say one simple and seemingly innocent phrase to any woman and make her lean in for a kiss, even if she wasn't attracted to me in the first place. Caesar G sent me an email saying, man, does that phrase work? Instant dominance. Well, this is something I use when I want a woman to be submissive around me. It's extremely arousing and almost intimidating to women whenever I do it. Now, do you know what it's like to make a super hot girl actually become noticeably turned on right in front of your eyes? It's empowering. I got an email from Michael saying, it has completely changed my thoughts and solidified my self-confidence in conversation with women. The high-value hello. This is a change in the way I introduce myself to her that will get her aroused before I finish saying hello. On page 114, I reveal 10 undeniable ways that you can know for sure that a woman is attracted to you regardless of what she says. Because it only takes one missed I want you to do me right now message from her to completely ruin your chances of hooking up. And that brings me to another thing you're going to discover. How to read a woman's eye movements to tell whether she's lying, telling the truth, a visual thinker, naturally creative, and even if she has a secret and she doesn't want you to know about it. And you'll know women better than they know themselves. And it's actually going to be easy. And it will be embarrassingly obvious to you once you know this simple but weird trick. This eye reading trick, developed originally by the FBI, is powerful, proven psychology made simple and applied to work for you and to help you attract women effortlessly. You'll also discover the truth about attractive body language, because I'm going to teach you the secret difference between positive body language and dominant body language on page 104. And you'll learn how you can use it to command attention and attract women at the same time. Jimmy wrote me an email to tell me that women smile and talk to me more, men seem to respect me more when he started using this technique. You'll also discover the truth about a woman's tests. Women give men 3 secret tests that most men will absolutely fail. And when you fail even one of these tests, even if you only screw up one time, you'll blow it with the 9s and 10s and only attract women that are 4s and 5s. On page 87, you'll discover what to say when a woman asks you to buy her a drink in a way that compels her to buy you a drink and flirt with you. On page 57, you'll learn how to tell early if she's planning on putting you in the friend zone, and the one thing you can say to reverse it and make her think of you as a potential boyfriend. I got an email from James saying, learning how to manage the tests that will instantly tell a woman whether to put you in the friend zone or the date zone has been awesome. Women play loads of mind games with men, and we hate it, but they have to. Women need to give out tests in order to feel safe. The goal isn't to make her stop playing these games. It's to turn these games on their head. You have to know how to pass them. That's the only way to stay in control, draw women to you, and accomplish what 99% of men just can't. And the only way you can pass them is with the techniques you'll learn in the Tao system, where I'll reveal how you can make it look easy. And what about flirting? Well, you're doing it completely backward if you're doing what the experts suggest you do. I'm going to give you a simple change in your flirting on page 51 that will automatically bypass her logical brain and speak directly to her emotions to make her feel attracted to you. Really hot women get a lot of other guys staring at them and trying to steal them away. But in Tao, I'll teach you a simple trick to keep a woman from ever cheating on you, to keep her by your side forever. This technique is super ninja. Since I found this out, I've done it in every relationship I've been in, and it has saved my ass on more than one occasion. Want to know how to read her mind? Well, on page 97, I reveal a weird trick that shows how you can read the content and the context of body language. And this is my favorite. To give you a superhuman-like ability to read a woman and know their fears, desires, and secrets instantly. Now, Tao isn't about fluff or filler. It's filled with easy-to-understand, proven, and cutting-edge knowledge and technology built on what women are really attracted to. It's not complicated or hard to read. I'm not some scientist who's trying to wow you with his huge vocabulary. It's broken down so that regular guys like you and me can understand it. Aki says, I love the fact that you broke it down and rationalized it in an easy to digest and understandable way.